What's up? What's up? Hopefully, I got the mic situated right, and hopefully everybody can hear me. We just had some technical difficulties, a couple of minutes ago. I don't know what the fuck happened. My mic stopped working. Hey, Zoe, let me know if you can hear me, man. Nah, let me know, man. But let me get into it. Sorry about the delay, but welcome to the Saturday Scrimmage Show. This show, I'm going to focus a whole lot more on NFL and college football. My reasoning for that is kind of feel like at the end of the day, I do a lot of shows concerning the Minnesota Vikings, and I kind of wanted to spread my wings a little bit and talk about more trending issues around the whole league, not just the Minnesota Vikings. So thank you for everybody tuning in out there for the show. My apologies on the technical difficulties I had earlier. I got it fixed. Now we back on. We're going to start the show, and we're going to go over it all over again. The college football playoff championship is on Monday. All right? It's on Monday, and I feel it's a lot riding on this game right now. I mean, you got two quarterbacks that's probably projected to be, first rounders in this upcoming draft. And I kind of feel like if either one of them ball out, it's going to help their draft stock tremendously. I mean, J.J. McCarthy, we don't even know if he's going to go back to college for another year. You never know. I think that's going to be predicted of, what happens to Harbaugh if he goes back to the NFL or, if he stays at, Michigan another year or two. But we don't know yet. But it's going to be a lot riding on this title game. I feel like this when it comes into what up, Scoden? When it comes to Michael Penix Jr., right? Michael Penix Jr. can basically rise up the draft boards if he goes out there and he balls out. I mean, shit, he already beat Alabama, What you say, Zoe? You can hear me now, Zoe? Let me check this real quick. Hold on, y'all. Yo, still, Zoe? What the fuck? Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna peep it out, Zoe, right now. Oh, it's a kid voice. Okay, I get you, Zoe.
Hey, check it out now, Zoe. Hey, check it out now. What it sound like now? That shit's hilarious. Deep voice. Oh.
All right, how about now, Zoe? It's like I'm in a scary movie. Man, you wild, bro. You wild. You wild. Hey, though, I know what it is, though. Hey, did it get fixed now, though? Hey, though. So I got my mixer on the side, so the mixer be flashing like all these colors and shit. So y'all know I got a 1-year-old. So I guess she pushed the button, and I never really used the mic through the LXR. I always use it USB. So she pressed the button earlier. I didn't even know my shit sound like a kid voice. And that's funny as hell. But look though, let's Damn. Let's talk about let's get on the subject there, man. College football championship. Like as I was saying in my regular voice, not my kid voice, basically like I feel it's a lot riding on this game right now. And what I'm saying about this game, it's like this. I feel like both quarterbacks can either rise or fall in the draft board. I'm thinking Michael Penix can go out there and ball, and he might turn himself into a top 10, top 15 pick. You know, it is, I feel like he's already beat Alabama. And if he goes in there and he beats Michigan, I'm not saying that, I'm picking Washington to win. I'm just saying, like, I want to see Michael Penix actually go out there and ball. But let's move on because this kid voice got me laughing like a motherfucker. All right. Dalvin Cook signs with the Baltimore Ravens. Now, as a Viking fan, I followed Dalvin Cook, for a while when he got cut this year. I was kind of a little sad because I kind of felt like, maybe the Vikings should have worked something out with him. But, he got interest in a couple of teams. And I always felt like him signing to the Jets could be a mistake considering the fact that they already had Breece Hall, right? They already had Breece Hall, and he came into the season healthy. So I felt like, yeah, Dalvin Cook would have went there and basically been the backup. But once Breece Hall got 100% healthy, he wasn't going to get as many carries that he normally would get. And I kind of felt it might have been a mistake. I mean, he basically put up one of his worst years in his whole career, but maybe he can salvage it with the Baltimore Ravens going there and give them something a little bit different of what they don't have currently on their roster right now and actually, do something in the playoffs. Because, like, I'm happy for the kid. Like, I'm happy for him. I hope he does well there. I mean, Baltimore is already slated. They already basically won the AFC. So he's going to have maybe like 2 weeks to figure out that playbook, which is cool. Like they won't be playing, their starters and everybody else until, the divisional round, which is maybe like was in 2 weeks. So he's going to be straight there. But I wish Dalvin Cook the best. But let's move on a little bit. NFL coaching carousel, right? So basically, with this coaching carousel, I really want to talk about one coach in particular, and that is Bill Belichick of the New England Patriots. I feel like this. I feel there's a lot of talk that Bill Belichick might, get fired by New England Patriots. He might move on. I mean, I don't necessarily see that happening. And my reason why I don't see that happening is because of this. It's like I feel, yeah, there's a little bit more questions surrounding how, was it Bill Belichick or was it Tom Brady? But you can't deny like Bill Belichick's defenses, the way those teams been completely disciplined. I mean, he's if he's not the best coach, he's one of the best coaches that ever coached football. So I kind of feel like just because he has a couple of bad seasons, it doesn't mean like, oh, let's just throw him away and let's, find somebody else or whatever. Because I think about it like this. If I'm a coach, a young coach coming up, trying to become a head coach and, in the NFL, I'm not trying to follow after Bill Belichick if he's get fired. And you got to think about that too. So with that being said, like, I really don't see Belichick going anywhere else. I actually see them rebuilding this team through free agency and through the draft with some of the players that he would like. I see them signing, maybe a veteran quarterback so that basically he can solidify the quarterback room and go from there, because like that's kind of like their biggest flaw right now. Well, there's a lot of teams' big flaw right now is the quarterback position. So I don't think Belichick is going anywhere right now. I think he stays and he kind of gets it back together next year, because it's like, where else is he going to go? Is he going to go to LA? No, I don't think so. Is he like where is he going to go? Like, I don't see him starting over because he's already an older coach, and you see a lot of these older coaches, like they're basically stuck in the coordinator role because they have this certain way of coaching. So I like with Belichick, I don't see him going anywhere. All right. So let's talk about these offensive players of the year and my picks for Offensive Player of the Year. All right, let's get into it real quick. All right, we just gonna do the top three. The top three, well, top two to me, players of the Offensive Player of the Year. I think it's a split between Christian McCaffrey and Tariq Hill. Now, after that, like everybody else is basically debatable, but I think like these are the top two. Like what Tariq Hill has basically done this season is phenomenal. You know, JJ wasn't there to kind of give him a, go back and forth with him, but Tariq Hill this season, I would say, is the arguably the best wide receiver in the game. And I wouldn't be surprised considering like what the offensive numbers that Miami puts up week by week, that Tariq Hill doesn't run away with, Offensive Player of the Year. But let's talk about Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is in the running too. Like he's put up a phenomenal year, a healthy year. Like let's just say that a healthy year. He's put up a healthy year. He's been really consistent. So I think it comes down to those two. And my pick for those, out of those two to be Offensive Player of the Year, like I'm going with Tariq Hill. I'm going with Tariq Hill. Yeah, I'm just going with Tariq Hill. All right. Defensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year. All right. I think it's basically three players. You got Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, who's the other guy? Oh, and Micah Parsons. Now, at the beginning of the season, I forgot what channel I was on, and I was just saying, like, I felt like Myles Garrett is, going into the season was basically going to be Defensive Player of the Year. And I mean, all three guys have played well, but let's just break them down a little bit. Like, see him bringing the comments up. Anybody got no comments? Whatever. So, Micah Parsons is cool. Like, I feel like what he does for the Dallas Cowboys, rushing the passer, doesn't really drop back as much, so I really can't give it to him. TJ Watt is great. I mean, I feel like if they make the playoffs, it kind of helps his odds. But this is my reasoning why Myles Garrett should be Defensive Player of the Year. Like, they basically own a fourth quarterback. And I feel like the Cleveland Browns, the offense, comes in and out. They have good games. They have bad games. Quarterbacks get hurt. They basically gonna start their fifth quarterback this week. So I feel like that's been a staple for the Cleveland Browns all season with being their defense. So with that being said, like I feel Myles Garrett should get it. What you say? What you say, Zoe? Bring it up. Yeah, I feel the same way too, man. I do feel like Parsons disappears a lot. Like I just feel like Garrett, man, like when it comes to Garrett, it's like that defense, man, that defense is legit. And I feel like that defense, even though like the Cleveland Browns didn't win a division, like that defense basically kept them in the hunt to actually get in the playoffs. And that shit, like, and it starts with Myles Garrett. So like, let me bring Golden comment up real quick. Yeah, TJ Watt is good, but yeah, Myles Garrett is better. Like I feel that. I feel that, man. I do. And we're gonna see in this playoffs too. We're gonna see in the playoffs too. Like, I think the NFL Honors Award show is basically maybe like the week before the Super Bowl or something like that. It's a little bit ways out, a week after. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what these players doing doing the playoffs. Because to me, I want to see what you do when the bright lights is on. All right, MVP race. All right, I see. I got a couple of people in the chat. MVP race. I think the MVP race comes down to maybe three people. All right, Christian McCaffrey, Dak Prescott, and Lamar Jackson. You already know who I'm picking for MVP. But let's break it down a little bit. What you got, Zoe? LJ7? LJ7 or LJ8? LJ8, right? Yeah. But like I said, Christian McCaffrey done had a dope year. Let's bring up his stats real quick. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey gonna have a dope year. But I'm just saying, like what I feel. Yeah, I do what you said. I do what you bit, so I do what you bit. Like Christian McCaffrey year, like it's it's been straight. It's been straight. You know, like let's just look at his rushing yards real quick. And just look at the numbers. He's been putting up. Bam, 1,400 rushing yards. God damn, that's what's up. Like that's what's up. But I'm taking Lamar Jackson. I'm taking Lamar Jackson because of this. This is why I'm taking Lamar Jackson. Yeah, you're right, Skolden. This is probably one of the first seasons in the past couple of years that Lamar Jackson has been healthy throughout the whole season. If y'all recall, the last time Lamar Jackson was healthy, the whole time going to playoffs, he won MVP that year too. And I kind of feel like I don't really necessarily like how everybody is throwing out these other names and oh, this guy should be MVP. Like, goddamn, they went into Baltimore, went into Frisco, beat the shit out of them. They're basically done with the ALC. They're the number one seed. They're gonna have to bye. Lamar Jackson is putting up dope numbers. I mean, he's lost multiple running backs this season. He lost his favorite target, which is Mark Andrews. Zay Flowers, as a rookie, is coming into his own. I mean, Odell Beckham has streaky games. One game he might do something, but he's not the Odell Beckham that we saw with the New York Giants or the Cleveland Browns or even the LA Rams. He looks like he's a number 2 receiver on this team, and Lamar Jackson is getting the shit done. Like, he's getting it done. So I don't know why it's even a race at this point. Like, Lamar Jackson is hands down most valuable player of this season. And I really hope that they can go into the playoffs, get their damage. And I really want to see Lamar Jackson win a Super Bowl. I mean, I'm a Viking fan first, but Lamar Jackson has always been one of my favorite players coming out of college. I kind of felt like he was that dude. And I feel like what he's doing right now, when he's healthy, you can't debate it. He's hands down MVP of the year, like for real. But though, look, I'm gonna get out of here. My final thoughts, my apologies about the kid voice, the microphone issues, but I'm gonna be doing way more live shows, from my channel, a whole lot more. But I appreciate everybody out there, liking the channel, following me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, TikTok. I really appreciate it. But going forward, I'll be dropping way more videos. But thank you guys. And I would say Skull, but this ain't a Skull show. So I'm out.